Sup, my Mage 64, and today I decided to share with you every single job in the game and the best personality they can have. Why? Well, people requested this. Well, they requested top 5, but I don't care. Just a side note, this is scriptless, so if you hear me just, stutter, do things like that, keep in mind that it's because of my idiocy and laziness. So that being said, let's go! So first up is a warrior. I think the best personality for a warrior has got to be cautious, without a doubt. I've used classes warriors, they're disgusting without. You know cat with their whole hyperclass thing, they use sharpened class and you hype them while they use that. It's essentially 2 attack ups and it lets them deal disgusting amount of damage. Now this is the same thing as hyperclass but with warrior and warm up. So they have every time they attack they have a 30% chance of activating that, and it's disgustingly powerful, okay? It's disgustingly powerful, and it can deal in. It's essentially cat's power with the hyperclaws, but you're also bulkier because warrior is bulkier, a lot bulkier actually. Without a doubt, it's cautious. Just analyze the battlefield, be hypothetically aware of everything surrounding you, and even if your friend suddenly turns into a monster, you'll be ready. Now, then there's Mage. Now, Mage is my primary, so I'm in prime position for some primary explosive action. And I think with Mage's personality, it's laid back. See, laid back gives you get serious, which is basically a show off. I think it's better than show off, or at least you don't need a friend to do that. But like, the main thing is that it makes you stronger overall, and you're dealing more damage. You're dealing disgusting amounts of damage. Now, attacks will cost more MP and tend to still slack off, which is not good. Really not good. Then there are a few MP. Then there are a few resentment ones. Cash is actually okay because, well, you're mage and you lack reliable recovery. So Cash is okay. Then there's Hide. Hide is actually really good in the earlier levels because you're able to protect the mage from incoming physical contact attacks. And I mean, it's okay. Mages only have a way to restore back that resentment if a quarrel happens, but it's still okay for the most situations. Besides, it isn't just okay, good. You're able to blow them up very efficiently, right? Yeah, you are. Let's move on. Then there's Cleric. Without a doubt, Cleric's best personality is cool. Like back in the day, wow, this was months ago. But like when I first started the the level up stats only challenge, when I picked my Cleric, I knew I was going to do cool, and that's for a main reason. As a Void is extremely, and I mean extremely useful for Cleric, which lacks defensive investment, so a Void definitely helps in that regard a whole lot. Then there's pressure points, okay, Cleric's effective, decent. Yeah, by the way, I've learned that because I know attack, because I realized scientist attack that's decent, and Clerics is basically the same as scientist. Boostless wise, but then when you factor in the weapons, they have even more attack, so, yeah. Then there are the other few. Indifferent, it's an okay thing. It's always good to have block percent. So, also if you're unaware, block which means you have a certain chance of blocking incoming status. That's block percent. There's dodge percent, which is bad dodging, which cool also great. But yeah, clerics most definitely. Cool clerics are very effective. They have the defensive, dodge percent, block percent, a bit more powerful. It's everything you need, really. After that, there's Thief. Now, Thief, it's known as one of the worst jobs in the game. I certainly think it's still one of the worst jobs in the game, and it's underrated and definitely situationally extremely useful. One of these situations is when it's paired up with a kind personality to create some sort of pseudo healer. If you're unaware of what I mean by pseudo healers, I mean jobs that can use moves to essentially heal other means, even though those moves aren't actually healing moves of any kind. And the other's top star with Encore. Encore is insanely versatile. It's one of the only actually versatile moves in the game. So yeah, there's that, and then there's kind thieves. They can piffler snacks and then donate them with other means. You could do it for charity on a thief, but like there's nothing else that could really help thieves in any major way. So I think kind is really good, especially since you get the thing before you actually get donate, which is still nice. And about spare, you can just go head for skills with the whole thing. You stall, strap, everything, stall, strap, everything. It's okay. Kind of spare is not really that of much of a hindrance. And overall, I really do think that kind thieves are really good. Okay, people call them broken. Sometimes I see that in the chat and whatnot. So yeah, there's that. Let's just move on. Popstar is an interesting case. They don't really benefit from any of the personalities that much, but there's nothing really blows in terms of having them on a Popstar. So I think although I do think in the Popstar case, energetic has got to be the best. I've had energetic Popstars for a very long while, and they all did equally well. Energetic somehow really works well with Popstar. Charge is okay. No, it's fine. You take the recall, you're fine. You're out of it. But then there's tears for Popstar because you just grant them even more support. They're already versatile moveset. And then there's Hang On, always good, although always really good when you're actually able to use that to say support other means, and Popstars are most definitely able to do that. They're unable to say revive means efficiently, but they're able to heal themselves up, prepare for a bit more, take a bit more damage on their side with their seriously high HP stats. And then they can try to revive, which there are low chances to happen, but it can still happen. So energetic really works well with Popstar, at least in my opinion. Move on. Chef's an interesting case. It doesn't really benefit, like Popstar doesn't really benefit much from all the personalities. You could say physical attacker and a healer, cautious with makes sense, but Chef has moves that like restore HP in a fixed amount. I think what fits Chef best is actually stubborn. The main thing with stubborn, that's bluff, which not good, but not as crippling as it is with other jobs. Because Chef is both A, bulky, and B, can heal itself to make up for the fact that something else didn't actually work on him. And there's patience, always really good. Even more physical defense, which is for Popstar amazing. Then there's the Ken, which is actually interesting. In terms of their offense, it's pretty much just in terms of Chef's main offense, it's just pretty much an extra physical attack. Supportive wise, it's insane. They can when using Maestro Cookie, Chef has like 3% chance of going to a guaranteed 300 HP heal, and that's insane. Like 75 Vampire with the highest HP in the game, I think it's 419. There's like, I think a deal recovers them up for at least, I'm not sure, but like pretty much 75% of their HP. Less than that, obviously, 19, but still, that's a lot of HP. And overall, this is the place where someone really fits well on a job. Like, yeah, it's really good on Chef. Next up is Cat. Cat is actually interesting because you could say it's cautious. The Cat is cautious. Really, that isn't the case. Just Cat already has the warm up that Warrior needs to become the effective setup attacker that Cat is basically at all times. For sure, Warrior is stronger because Warm up actually increases their attack for more than what Sharp Claws does. And yeah, that's one thing. But however, they're still laid back for Cat, which is actually disgustingly powerful. You could go for the warm up, then if they're happy and then they can go for that get serious and deal a disgusting amount of damage. As for the rest of them, MP's as for example, the coral inducing one, again, well, first Black Ops is terrible, like always. But then they're like the MP. Cage, okay. I'm not really much for the 8 bananas because cats do have consistent and reliable recovery. But in terms of the MP, it's actually really useful. At least, cats lack that MP stat to, really consistently use their moves. So yeah. Then there's obviously the other. There's hide. Hide is really useful. It's useful for all glassy jobs. You get dodge percent. It's squirrel, but you get dodge percent. And unlike stuff say Mage, you can't definitely make work with that. It doesn't have consistent, reliable MP recovery. But it has playful antics, so it can at least restore the MP of allies, which is nice. And it's, there's a friendship gauge, so like it also decreases the coral. There's that stops the coral. So like you're able to do stuff about these things. Overall, I think like that good, definitely disgustingly broken. Why? Yeah, let's just see. Then there's Imp. Imp is actually interesting. Again, it doesn't really benefit much from each of the personalities. Cautious is nice. Time's also nice. They're meant to be different personalities, but I think Imp is probably the case where Airheaded is that really good, especially with their playstyle just being annoying little dicks that are always just meant to annoy your enemy, and that really plays into their that really gets into their playstyle. Oops, okay. Oops, I mentioned it and it was fine. Oops is okay. Oops is definitely fine. Then there's there's freaking, which lets Imps be still annoying, and even if you don't want them to be asleep for next episode, you're gonna get like a pop star and use attitude and wake them up. No big deal. Which, yeah, by the way, you can do with pop star attitude, way attitude, and also tank sword shot. You can actually wake up allies. But, that's where pop stars or the attitudes come in, because that it's that extra versatility. Then there's the front. Front's still nice because you're able to play off of the enemy, get the stance off, and then you're not really gonna take much damage from the other one enemy. And the other one, you're the unboosted, maybe even boosted, physically bulkiest job in the game. Maybe even on the magical side, but then again, there's the vampire for that department. So yeah, but airheaded imps are really, really, really good. Okay. Then there's science. There's laid back and cool, which I'll play in different ways. Cool plays out in the way of the, it's dodge percent block. Both are dodge percent block, and cool and laid back. I think it's laid back. Out of the two, I think the better one is laid back. Because Get Serious, not only does it work on the physical, it also works on most as basically the magics, and with scientists having great overall all targeting moves, that really is beneficial for them. Yeah, and then the dodge percent is high, which they can mitigate with obviously with cure.exe. Then there's character really kind of harms them in a way, because they do have consistent reliable recovery. They have recovery, which it's a plus on every single job. Then there's like a let's just be real. Let's just be really. But Get Serious is really good. Same reason as Mage, by the way. And and not it's just nah. Yeah, you're given block percent, and that's always a plus. You're given relentless block. You're given carefree block percent, which is really nice. Overall, laid back, scientific. Then tank energetic without a doubt. The main reason is charge, because the tanks have more HP than MP, right? What if you took the normal attack, made them stronger, and also made them cost 2 HP instead of 2 MP? That is essentially a Tark's an energetic tank charge force. It patches up one very big weakness of always using MP. Now with tanks low max MP stat, that's really good for them. cheer always useful. If you're going for the tactics of the wild shot, say wild shot spam, you can actually make great use of cheer. Cheer, obviously, friendship is useful. And with they don't really benefit much from hang on. They do have recovery, but it's not reliable. It's a 2-turn one, so you're not gonna take extra hits or whatnot unless you get seriously lucky with an extra hang on. Maybe that cancels their recovery attempt. I don't know. No, but overall, charge just makes it seem like a really good combo, and to be honest, it really is. So yeah, the another thing I'll make. Then there's Princess. Cool, like Slay. Cool. So see, Princess already has both dodge percent and block percent. They're allied. The dodge percent is allied dependent, so they're not really carefree. You know, escort, but whatever. It's you can most definitely make work with the dodge percent, and the block percent is always really good. Cool basically buffs up these two categories. Extra and actually carefree dodge percent, and extra self block percent, which is really good. Good for the job. Pressure point, okay, not much. Then there's that other one, which I don't know, it's bad for every single job. But Cool Princess are overall really good, especially that extra dodge and block percent are really nice. Princesses are probably these princesses are probably just gonna stay out of danger for a long term. In the long term, then are going to overall stay away from with the potential bad side effects, and even keep their allies in check. So that, you know, if in case they get that is, you know, you're able to help them out. So yeah, energetic, cool for pop star, for cool for princess without a doubt. Then there's flower. I think it's cautious, because see, cautious gets them the warm up, which is always a plus for jobs that have, say, low. They have low power, low stats pretty much, except for HP and those two stats are amazing. But the rest of their stats are terrible, especially their magic stats. Very bad for what the extended job is. Said that it's a mix-up of mage and cleric, but a really bad one at that. So like, yeah, having that extra magic stat is beneficial. In the long shot, very long shot. Okay. It's really good for them. Because they're able to get the more, and with warm up they'll get, you know, stronger attacks, stronger magic, and since they still take a beat, they can take a hit, though that hit is definitely with that hit they'll definitely get hit hard, but they can still take the hit because of their high HP stat. And overall, it really helps flowers out for the flower. Then there's vampire. Let's keep on the cautious train and go. Well, vampire personality. Kind of same reason as warrior, though. Vampire is really good with the warm up. The other two definitely help it though. Consistent, reliable recovery is something they need. Draining moves are often not much of a reliable recovery. Same goes for Vampire's butt. Although White Cuss 1 FP is completely a mystery to me. But like, yeah, overall Vampires, they get a lot from warm up. They get a lot from prepped and ready. And I don't know, the other few, you know, things. Finisher is okay. It's the finisher, for God's sake. You're not gonna see it much. Plus, it makes Vampire only hit one target for an attack when they usually hit multiple. Unless they go for back tornado, in which case they hit one. I like. The magic stat is wasted. Aside from defense, the Vampire's magic stat is absolutely wasted. Whatever. Vampires, definitely good when they're cautious. They're great overall, but when they're cautious, they're that better. And rounding things off, there's Elf. Time. Now, you'd be surprised to hear time. What do you mean, time? They're gonna get bunked in the corner with a comment and donate. How does it help them that much? It's fair! No. Listen. They kind of have fine things, all things. Now, first discover the controversial. See, at the earlier levels, definitely flows to have that, but then they get buried and it settles in because it makes them really good at the protection department. You can play them as defenders, which is a rare thing in Miitopia. There aren't that many defenders, to be honest. Yeah. Then there's Donut. Elves do have consistent, reliable recoveries in both departments, so having Donut is actually really good. And then there's well, Spaceman. You're not gonna see elves constantly go for their normal attacks, so like it isn't that harsh of a flow, to be honest. Overall, yeah, elves definitely benefit a lot from time in the later levels. And yeah, that rounds it off. Well, that's it.